Hi students, welcome to Renju at Physics. ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത് കറണ്ട് ഇലക്ട്രിസിറ്റി എന്ന ചാപ്റ്ററിലെ ഒരു ചെറിയ ടോപ്പിക്കാണ്. So today we are going to discuss a simple topic from the chapter current electricity. So that is the relation between drift velocity and electric current. So what is the relation between electric current and drift velocity? Okay, drift velocity യും കറണ്ടും തമ്മിലുള്ള റിലേഷൻ എന്താണെന്ന് നമ്മൾ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോവാണ്. Okay. So for that purpose, I consider a conductor. I consider a conductor AB. I consider a conductor AB, and here we consider length of the conductor is L is the length of the conductor. L is the length of the conductor, and I consider A is the area of cross section. A is the area of cross section. Okay. So നമ്മളൊരു കണ്ടക്ടർ കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്തു. അതിന്റെ ആ കണ്ടക്ടറിന്റെ ലെങ്ത് L ആയിട്ടും അതിന്റെ ഏരിയ ഓഫ് ക്രോസ് സെക്ഷൻ എന്തായിട്ട് നമ്മൾ കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്തു, A ആയിട്ട് നമ്മൾ കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്തു. ഓക്കെ, ആൻഡ് N is the small letter N is the number density. Small letter N is the number density of the electron. Number density of the electron. So number density mean the number of free electron per unit volume. Okay, so length of the conductor is L, A is area cross section, and N is the number density of the electron. Okay, so in this conductor, how many number of free electrons are there? That we have to find out. We know that N is the number density, that means in unit volume N number of electrons are there. So we have to find out in this volume how many free electrons are there, that we have to find out. Okay, so from this we can find the volume of the conductor. The volume of the conductor is equal to A into L. A into L is the volume of the conductor. Then the number of free electron, in the conductor is equal to NaL. So this is a volume. So N is the number density in unit volume. Small letter N number of free electrons are there. So in this volume of the conductor, free electrons ഉണ്ടായിരിക്കും NaL electrons are there. So what will be the total charge of the conductor? Okay, so we know that the quantization principle, we know that total charge is equal to N into the basic unit of charge. So the total charge of this conductor can be represented by the total charge is equal to how many? NaL. This is the total number of free electrons. So NaL into E. So this is the total number of electron or charge present in this conductor, NaLe. N is the number density, A is the area, L is the length of the conductor, and E is the free electron. So this much number of charges is enclosed in this conductor. Now we are connecting a potential. Between the ends of the conductor. ഇനി നമ്മൾ ഈ കണ്ടക്ടറിന്റെ രണ്ട് എൻഡിൽ എന്ത് ചെയ്തു, ഒരു പൊട്ടൻഷ്യൽ കണക്ട് ചെയ്തു. So an electric field is set up inside the conductor. So due to the electric field, the electron inside the conductor is accelerated from B to A with a velocity Vd. Okay, so we apply a potential between the ends of the conductor. V is the potential. Due to the presence of this potential, electric field is set up inside the conductor. Due to this electric field, electron inside the conductor will accelerate towards the positive end with the velocity Vd. Okay, so Vd is the drift velocity. So a current is flow through it. Through the conductor. That current is given by I is equal to Q by T. So within a T second, all the electron will be reaches from B to AN. So the current is given by I is equal to Q by T. Is it clear? So when we apply a potential between the ends of the conductor, electric field is set up. Due to this electric field, all the electron will be accelerated from B to A. A current is set up inside the conductor. Here current is given by is equal to Q by T. Q is the total charge travel from B to A. T is the time taken to reach the charge from B to A. So here we know the value of Q. Q is NALE. So the current can be represented by NALE by T. N is equal to Q by T, that is equal to NALE by T. Okay, here Vd is the drift velocity of electron. So electron is traveling from B to A. How much distance is traveling? L distance is traveling within a t second. So we can write the drift velocity. The velocity of the electron, it will be Vd is equal to L by T. Vd is equal to L by T. So in this equation, instead of L by T, we can write Vd. So we can write this equation number 3 as I is equal to NAEVD. NAEVD, that's equation number 4. So the current we got, current I is equal to NALE by T. Okay, so electron is drifted from Bn to A with a velocity of Vd. So how much distance electron is traveling? L distance is traveling within a t second. So we can write the velocity of electron, that is V is equal to L by T. The velocity electron is equal to drift velocity. So Vd is equal to L by T. So in this equation number 3, L instead of L by T I wrote Vd. So we get the current inside the conductor. The current is given by I is equal to NAEVD. Here N is the number density, A is the area, E is the charge of the electron, and Vd is the drift velocity. So this is the relation between current and drift velocity. This is the relation between current and drift velocity. Is it clear? So we get the current, the relation between current and drift velocity. The current I is equal to NAEVD. Current I is equal to NAEVD. N is the number density, A is the area, E is the drift velocity, right? Okay. So we got the equation for the current I is equal to NAEVD. Here N is the number density, A is the area, and E is the charge of electron, Vd is the drift velocity. But we know that the drift velocity is given by Vd is equal to EE tau by m. But we know that drift velocity is Vd is equal to E tau by m. And here the length of the conductor is L and V is a potential. So we can write the electric field. Electric field is equal to V by electric field is equal to V by L. So Vd is equal to E capital V tau by m into L. So this is the drift velocity. Then we substitute this Vd in this equation number A. We get the current. Current I is equal to NAE into Vd is EV tau by ml. EV tau by ml. So by rearranging this equation, we can write I is equal to NAE square tau V by ml. Okay, I is equal to NAE square tau V by ml. From this, we are finding the V by I value. From this equation, I consider this is equation number B. From this equation, I am finding the V by I value. So the V by I value we got, it is V by I is equal to ml divided by NAE square tau. Vi is equal to ml divided by Na E square tau. So we know that according to Ohm's law, V by I value is a constant. We call it as resistance. We can check here what is the V by I value. For a given conductor, the charge, the length of the conductor is constant. The charge of electron is same, mass is a constant, area is constant, relaxation time is constant, and number density is also constant. So this value is also constant for a given conductor. So we call it as resistance. So we can find the value of resistance. So resistance R is equal to ml divided by Na E square tau. ml divided by Na E square tau. So this is the equation for finding resistance. Okay, in terms of microscopic terms. So R is equal to ml divided by Na E square tau. Here N is a number density, A is the area, E is the charge of electron, tau is the relaxation time, L is the length, and M is the mass of the electron. Okay, so from this equation I is equal to NaVd, we found an equation for finding the resistance of the conductor. So we got the resistance is R is equal to ml divided by Na E square tau. But we know that resistance is R is equal to rho L by A. But we know that resistance equal to rho L by A. So compare these two equations, compare this and this equation. Then we get the resistivity of the conductor is rho is equal to m divided by N E square tau. Resistivity of the conductor is m divided by N E square tau. So we got the resistivity and resistance. Resistance R is equal to ml divided by Na E square tau, and we got a resistance. Resistance is R is equal to ml divided by Na E square tau, and resistivity is rho is equal to m divided by N E square tau. Okay. So from this is found that rho is proportional to 1 by n and is proportional to 1 by tau. The resistivity depend on the number density and the relaxation time. Current density. So current density is a vector quantity. Okay, current density and density എന്നൊക്കെ നമുക്ക് അറിയണ്ടാവും എന്താണ് ഡെൻസിറ്റി എന്ന് ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത്. So ഇവിടെ current density എന്ന് വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ the amount of current flowing per unit area, the amount of current flowing per unit area is called the current density. So current density is represented by letter J. Suppose I amount of current is flow in an area A, then we can that current density is equal to I by A. The current density is amount of current flowing per unit area. If I amount of current is flow in an area A, then current density is I divided by A. Okay, so we know that equation for finding current I is NaEVd. Just substitute the value here, then we can find the relation between the current density and drift velocity. So J is equal to I is NaEVd divided by A. So A and A will be cancelled, so we get current density J is equal to NeVd. Current density is equal to NeVd. Okay, so this is the equation for finding current density. So current density means amount of current flow per unit area, and the unit of current density is ampere per meter square. The unit of current density is ampere per meter square. Now we are going to discuss the relation between current density, electric field, and sigma. What is sigma? Sigma is called conductivity. Sigma is called conductivity. So what is conductivity? Conductivity is the reciprocal of the resistivity is called the conductivity. So conductivity sigma is equal to 1 by rho. Okay, so conductivity is a reciprocal of the resistivity, so we can write conductivity is equal to 1 by rho. Okay, so we know the value of rho. What is rho? Rho is equal to, we know the value of rho. Rho is m divided by ne square tau. That is resistivity. So what is the value of conductivity? So conductivity sigma is equal to ne square tau by m. Okay, conductivity is sigma is equal to ne square tau by m. But what here we need to find out? We need to find out the relation between current density, electric field and conductivity. Okay, that we need to find out. Otherwise, we call it as the microscopic Ohm's law. Microscopic Ohm's law. Okay. So we know that the current is given by current through a conductor in terms of drift velocity is I is equal to NAEVD. NAEVD. So I am taking A into the LHS side, so we get I by A is equal to NEVD. That is, so here this is called the current density. J is equal to I by A, that is NAEVD. But we know the value of drift velocity. What is drift velocity? Vd is equal to, drift velocity Vd is equal to EE tau by m. EE tau by m. So we substitute the value here. So we get Ne square E tau by m. Okay. So consider this equation. So here we can write J is equal to Ne square tau by m into E. What is this value? Ne square tau by m. Ne square tau by m is a conductivity. So instead of this Ne square tau by m, I can write sigma. So this equation changes to J is equal to sigma E. J is equal to sigma E. So this is the relation between conductivity, electric field and current density. So we can write it like this: J vector is equal to sigma into E vector. So this is called a microscopic Ohm's law. This is called a microscopic Ohm's law.